Today's story is the prodigal son. There was a man who had two sons. One day, the younger son came to his father and said, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance now." This was shocking. In that culture, asking for your inheritance early was like saying, "I wish you were dead." But the father, loving and kind, gave his younger son what he asked for. Not long after, the young man packed everything he had and left for a faraway country. There, he lived wildly, spending all his money on parties, luxury, and selfish pleasures. Soon his money was gone. A terrible famine swept through the land, and the young man found himself poor and alone. The only job he could get was feeding pigs, a disgusting and humiliating job for a Jewish man. He was so hungry that he even wished he could eat the pig's food. Then he came to his senses. He thought, "Even my father's servants have more food than this. I'll go back home and say, 'Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I'm not worthy to be called your son. Just let me be one of your servants.'" So he got up and started the long walk home. But while he was still far off, his father saw him. His father had been waiting, watching the road every day. When he saw his son, the father ran to him. Something dignified men never did in those days. He hugged him and kissed him. The son began his speech. "Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I'm not worthy to be your son." But the father didn't let him finish. He called to the servants, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Kill the fattened calf. We're going to have a feast. My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And they celebrated with great joy. But not everyone was happy. The older brother was out in the fields. When he came home and heard the music and dancing, he asked what was going on. A servant told him, "Your brother has come home, and your father is celebrating." The older brother was angry. He refused to go in. His father came out and pleaded with him. But the older son said, "All these years I've served you and never disobeyed. You never gave me even a goat to celebrate with my friends. But this son of yours comes back after wasting your money on sinful living, and you throw him a party?" The father looked at him with love and said, "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate, because your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Lesson. This story shows us the heart of God the Father. No matter how far we run, no matter what we've done, God is always waiting to welcome us back with open arms. He doesn't just accept us, He celebrates our return. It also reminds us not to be like the older brother, bitter or jealous, but to rejoice when others find forgiveness and grace.